If you are a beginner, let me show you how to create a ponytail wig at home without spending a lot of money. The first thing we'll be using, on the first equipment, is this T-pin. It's actually very important when it comes to wig making. It helps with holding your wig cap on the mannequin. And I'm using this Kinky hair. It's 22 inches because I like my ponytails long. So please, you can use any hair bundle of your choice. And this is my wig cap, and I also use the wig comb to actually secure your wig on your head. I'll leave all of the equipment that I used in this video in the description box below, so please make sure to check it out. The next thing I'm also going to be talking about is the guideline. You can see this white line on my mannequin or on my wig cap. The reason why I do this is because it just helps my work become, really fast, and it is way easier to work with. So I always use my measuring tape to just create a guideline. So I always do from 0.5 inches to 1 inch. So you want to make sure that you create a guideline like that, so it helps you to know where you're sewing and how you're going to be sewing your hair. Now, the next thing I'm also going to be talking about is the sewing method. So make sure that the beginning and the end of your sewing is a very secured. I'm using this very because it's actually very important. You want to make sure that you are securing the beginning of your sewing and the end of your sewing, just like you're seeing in this video. The beginning and the end of your sewing is very important, because if anything happens, the old sewings will just come off. So you want to make sure that you are sewing it like 3, 4, 5 times, and make sure that it is extremely secure. The next thing I'm also going to be talking about is the usage of the comb. The comb is very important because it helps it helps the wig to stay put on your head without it, removing. You won't even worry about, removing it. So whether you are doing a ponytail wig or you are doing a regular wig, that comb is actually very important. Now, the next thing I am doing now, you can see that I use just one tract when I started this wig. The reason why I did that was because I just want to make sure that the beginning and the end of this sewing is very light. Now, the next thing I do on the second guideline is to now use two tracts. Two tracts is basically just folding the hair into two, just like you're seeing. You can see that they are just double now. So you double the tract and then you continue to sew it. Now, if you are somebody that wants to use just one bundle of hair, because it's highly possible that you use one bundle of this hair, make sure that one, the hair is 1 inch apart, and number two, you are using just one tract. Because I want the hair to be extremely full, that is why I am using double tract, and I'm also using 2 bundles of this particular hair. I will advise that you use this video as a guide when you are trying to create your own ponytail wig. So when you are doing your ponytail, please put this video by your side and watch it step by step as you create your own ponytail wig. Another thing that I would also like to really emphasize on is the fact that I told you guys about the 0.5 inch and the 1 inch guideline. So please make sure that if you are using just one bundle of your hair, make sure that it is 1 inch apart. Your sewing is 1 inch apart, but if you are using 2 bundles, make sure that your sewing is 0.5 inches apart. That is extremely important. Else, if you use 0.5 inch for just one bundle, the hair might not be enough. So you guys get what I am saying. Now, another thing that I also wanted to talk about is the fact that I was supposed to use a round sewing for this particular ponytail wig. Today I used the U-shaped sewing. So please, if you want to do yours, if you want to use this style, it's highly possible and it's very nice. And if you want to use the round sewing, that is also very fantastic. But I really like this. I love the outcome, and I absolutely recommend using this method. And you guys will see what I'm talking about at the end when I finish sewing this whole wig together. You see how lovely and how secured it actually looks. When I got to this part of the sewing, that was when I started regretting why I didn't use the round sewing. But I made it work. I made it work. It was hard, but I made it work. And I really, really love the outcome. And I would do this over and over again because it actually just made the wig very, very lovely. If you watch the video from the very beginning, you see how nicely put my ponytail looks on my head. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Now, before we continue, let us do a little bit of introduction. My name is Imole Ayo, also known as OJ22. I'm a hairstylist and a makeup artist, and I really, really love educating people. And that is why I have this YouTube and this TikTok channel. Please, 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 if you have not subscribed yet, please just click on the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And please give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend this video to other people. And please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you like to see on this channel, whether you want me to create a video on how to do makeup for beginners, or you want me to do a class, or you want me to do an hairstyle that you guys really, 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 really are interested in learning. Please let me know down in the comment section. Is extremely, extremely important. Lastly, share this video with a friend. Tell a friend of a friend. In fact, tell your enemies too, because they need to learn how to do hair. You know, you guys will be seeing a lot of how-tos on this channel, and also breaking down the business side of this particular skill. Yes, you guys will be seeing a lot of that. So please, I'm your friend, I'm your sister. Just leave that comment down below. Thank you. And let's just get back into the video. You guys can see how this sewing looks. It looks absolutely beautiful. Do you see how very, very secure this sewing looks like? It looks like a machine sewing with a hand sewing. Now let's move to the comb. The comb is very important, like I said from the beginning of this video. The comb is extremely important. Without the comb, there is no way you put your ponytail wig on your head. There is no way. So that is very, very important. So now I am using the hand sewing again to just sew in my comb in place. And what does this comb do? That's a question you ask, right? It actually help secure your wig on your head. So when you put it on your head, you will not be worried about it coming off, or you can have this ponytail wig on for days just because of this comb, and it will not come out. Now, the only advice I'll give to you when you're creating or when you're installing your comb is to make sure that your sewing is as tight as possible, and make sure that it is very, very secure. Now, when you remove your wig from your mannequin head, make sure to check if you sew your wig comb with the elastic band, because that is very important. If you did sew your wig comb with the elastic band, you have to remove it and then sew it back in, and make sure that you're not sewing on the elastic band, because that elastic band is very, very important when it comes to securing your hair on your head. Now the next thing we'll do is to straighten the hair, which I did not include in this video. So make sure you straighten this hair, is very important. And then I'm using my hair oil just to oil the hair, just to give it this very shiny look, so when I put it on my head, it looks absolutely wonderful. So that is that for this video. I will make sure to put all of the equipment that I used down the comment section or down the description box below, so please just click it. And yeah, let me show you how this hair finally looks like. You guys can see how amazing it looks. I know that if you watch this video up until this moment, then that means that you are a pro at this. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.